First off, I want to give all praises and glory to the Most High Yahawah in the name of His only begotten Son YAHAWASHI, in the name of the Holy Spirit. In Hebrew, it's called Halal Yahawah Bahashem YAHAWASHI Bahashem Rahach Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. Salutations to all the brothers out there that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity, and peace, blessings, and healings unto the elect and the multitude, because that's why we do these videos. And today, man, I want to talk about this. It says NASA has now discovered 5,241 other planets outside our solar system, with 195 of them being Earth-like. Also, in this Twitter, says the same thing. But, I really don't want to get into what NASA says because we all know that they're liars and deceivers. I want to get into what Yahawashi told us, who y'all call Jesus Christ, and what it says in the scriptures about the Israelites, outgrowing the earth. So, here go the article right here. Space explored, which I told you I don't really want to get into the aspects of this. I want to get into the scriptures. So let's get it. This is 1 Corinthians 2:9. It says, but as it is written. And every time you see as it is written, it's talking about what it said in the Old Testament, man. I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. And we're going to get into all that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be great, man. The kingdom of heaven is going to be great, but a process has to happen. The JOOS issues have to be taken down first. The second coming has to happen. But, the devil, they have to be taken out of power, man. And then, paradise will happen. But the Israelites are going to outgrow the earth, and it's going to be amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I have not seen nor ear heard, man. Here it goes in Isaiah 64:4. For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, or God beside thee, what he had prepared for them that waited for him. So the Israelites that waited for him, the Israelites are waking up right now. We're being patient, you know what I'm saying? And our patience is going to pay off, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we know there's a process of things. We know that Esau's in his blessing right now, but he's at the end of his blessing. He's going to be taken down, and we all know what happens after that. I'll get the scriptures. This is John, okay, and this is in red. So Yahawashi said this himself. It says, let not your heart be troubled. Don't ever let your heart be troubled, man. Just be patient, man. Patience is the key. There was a process of things that had to play out, but, we'll be in paradise after, our diabolical, paternal twin goes down. You know what I'm saying? Esau, Edom, the Edomites, the so-called white man, the JOOS issues. They had their time. It's ending. We'll have our time last. Just like it was always set up to be. We was born second, but we was going to pull down the first, okay? It says, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. So when Yahawashi, he died and rose on the third day, he went back, in the spirit realm and, was building. He was still building for us, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be great, man. In my Father's house are many mansions, okay? Many earth-like, planes, you know what I'm saying? Now, going here, it says, Isaiah 66:1, thus say Yahawashi, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. So you got to put that in perspective, man. You know what I'm saying? The earth is Yahweh's footstool, but in my Father's house are many mansions. So Yahawashi is building other mansions, man. And the earth is his footstool. There's many other footstools. You go to somebody's house, there are people sitting on like 7 footstools, man. 7 footstools you push under the counter and pull out when your family eats, man. So you gotta use your imagination, man. So there's many earth-like realms, man. You know what I'm saying? The Israelites are going to outgrow the earth and move on to these other earth-like planes. It's going to be amazing. Okay? The heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that you build unto me? And where is the place of my rest? You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at it right now, the JOOS issues and the so-called white man's in Israel, which it was prophesied that they would take that land by deceit. They're trying to build a third temple, but the third temple is in the Israelites, the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and anybody who goes back to them through their father. That's the temple where the people are. They don't get that, and we don't care if they get it or not. This is Matthew 6:19. This is our mindset right now. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Because the Israelites right now, they hate their life. They hate this world. Just like Yahawashi wanted them to. Because, what we're going to get is going to be so great. So We definitely hate this place because we're oppressed. Okay, but like I said, we'll have the last laugh in the end. We just got to be patient. We know the process. Okay, we just got to trust in the process. This is Ecclesiastes 2 and 17. Therefore I hated my life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me. For all is vanity and vexation of spirit, man. And it is, man. You got transsexuals at the library, transsexuals trying to, come up with some bullshit, talking on Twitter and shit. Yeah, it's some sick ass shit on Twitter, man. The bitches fucking dogs and shit, And that's another reason, man, that Yahawah and Messiah is not going to let these JOOS issues and these so-called white men off the earth, man. There is no way Yahawah and Messiah is letting y'all nowhere near anywhere else. Nowhere near anywhere else, man. Okay? You seen Avatar? Y'all people will go conquer other lands and just go over there, and then it be transsexuals over there and mass shootings over there. It'll be wars over there, rape, robbing, and murdering everywhere you go, man. You're a virus. No way you leaving this place. You ain't went to the moon. You ain't getting off this place, man. Point blank, period. You was set up for a particular reason, to be a lesson onto what the Israelites were not to do in the kingdom. That's it. That's the only reason you was made, man, to be destroyed. And I'll get that in a minute. This is John 12 and 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. You know what I'm saying? And this is the mindset the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that repented got right now. Okay? We don't care. We got nothing to lose. Okay? That's our mindset. We got nothing to lose. We patient. We're going to wait on the promise that Yahawah Shemashah gave to Abraham. It is what it is. Okay? This is Luke 14 and 26. And if a man come to me and hate not his father and his mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Because if you want to know and you know who you are, then we just fight to wake up the elect. That's it. Other than that, Yahawah Shemashah will give us our daily bread. Fuck this place. Okay. 1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If a man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, and that's very important, man. We do not love this world. We do not love the people in this world. Okay, we waiting on the kingdom. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. And the world passeth away. This world's going to pass away, so why would we love it? And the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. And we know what's coming for the ones that wait on Yahawah Shemashah. I'm going to get it, man. We're going to outgrow the earth. We're going to rule with Yahawah. It's going to be great. James 4 and 4. You adulterers and adulteresses, know you not that friendship of the world is enmity with God. And a lot of people is a friend of the world, man. You look at Kyrie and he posted something on Twitter and you saw all the backlash. You see Kanye. They don't want them to say that, because if you do, you're not a friend of the world. So you saw the whole world come down on that. Because the whole world doesn't want us to say we're Israelites, because at the end of the day, they're scholars. Rothschilds, Gettys, DuPonts, they know what the Israelites are going to get in the long run. This is a game of long runs, man. We'll get what we're going to get last. And it's okay. We'll wait on it. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God. There's a lot of enemies of God, man. Okay? They're all antichrist. Point blank, period. Okay? That's why it says in the scriptures there's many antichrists, and there is. There's a lot of people that ain't trying to get down with the get down, so they're going to be destroyed. This is Romans 8 and 17. If children, then heirs. Heirs of God. See, the ones who wait on Yahawah Shemashah is going to be joint heirs. And joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together. You know what I'm saying? Because the Israelites, the real Israelites, the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, were being persecuted everywhere we're at, all over the world. Okay? We're at the bottom. But that was prophesied to happen, because we're going to be great in the kingdom. But we had to be low here. You know what I'm saying? Yahawah Shemashah had to teach us both sides before we spread all over the place, so we know how to make things run, how he wanted it to run. Everything was already written from the beginning. And then Yahawah Shemashah dropped jewels on us. Okay, Moses got dropped jewels, and then he spread it to the Israelites. Then Yahushua is going to be the king of the universe, and then we're going to be joint heirs, and then he's going to teach us how to do this and do that. It's going to be amazing. Okay, this is Luke 12 and 32. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, ever since Yahushua, he died and rose again, and then he went to go finish up things. As it says in John 14, he went to go finish the places. He went to go finish everything while we were suffering here. So fear not. It was always written that we would be put in slavery. You know what I'm saying? If you look it up, Abraham was even told that this would happen to us, man. But everything had a process. It had to play out. We had to see how not to rule. America, the JOOS issues, and the so-called white man is going to be an example of how not to rule when we're ruling in the kingdom. Okay, because if we rule like that, this will happen. Transsexuals, homosexuality, bestiality, you know what I'm saying? Disobedient women, disobedient kids to their parents, you know what I'm saying? Wars, raping, robbing, murdering. If you rule that way, this is what happens. Oil spills, you know what I'm saying? Animals going extinct, you know what I'm saying? Bill Gates saying that cows farting is detrimental to the earth. There's people that will be brought up thinking that that's true. You know what I'm saying? Climate change. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that the Israelites are not going to do in the kingdom because we've already seen the detrimental things that would happen if that was let to be loose. That's not going to happen in the kingdom, man. All that shit's going to be eradicated. All that bullshit thinking, all that thinking. Nah, man, fuck all that shit. Keep going. This is Matthew 19:28. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory, you also shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So you're going to rule, man. That's why you're patient, okay? That's why you want to be patient, because there's great things. And everyone that hath forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. Now this is important. But many of them that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Okay, and why does it say this? Why does it say this? Because who was the first? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and the JOOS issues was the first. Okay, they was the first of the nations. They was born first. Okay, Jacob held on to Esau's heel. You know what I'm saying? This is Numbers 24 and 20. And when he looked on Amalek, which is a Edomite, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he shall perish forever. So he has to be taken down for the kingdom of heaven to be set up. This is the birth of Jacob and Esau. You can read it in Genesis 25. And when her days were to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were two twins in her womb, not identical, paternal, because there was two nations in her womb. Okay, the so-called white man and the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, Esau and Jacob. It says, and the first came out all red, all over like a hairy garment. When white people are born, you know, you can see their blood through their skin. Okay, this is where the first white man was born. Okay, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and he took hold on Esau's heel. Okay, because it was prophesied that Jacob would take down Esau in the end. And his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. Now, when you go to Genesis 27, it talks about the blessings that these two nations would get. And I'll read a little bit of Esau's blessing. I'm not going to get Jacob, because we all know Jacob is going to get the kingdom of heaven. But it says, and Esau said to his father, Hast thou but one blessing? My father blessed me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, because why? Jacob stole Esau's blessing. But it was always meant to be like that, okay? Because if we can recall, that Cain killed Abel, you know what I'm saying? And Esau's just another Cain, man. It says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. So he would rule. There was only two people ever to be promised to rule the earth in its entirety. Esau, which he got it first, and Jacob, which is going to be the kingdom of heaven after Esau goes down. And by thy sword thou shalt live. The so-called white man has ruled by his military might and his deception. And thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break the yoke from off thy neck. Because why? Esau was supposed to serve Jacob, but what? Esau put us in slavery, and now we serve him. Okay? And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. That's why the so-called white man and the so-called JOS issues hate us so much, even though they might not know why. It's in their spirit to hate us because of the blessing that Jacob stole from him. This is 2 Ezra 6, okay? And when you go to 7, then answered I and said, What shall be the part and the sundering of the times, and when shall the end of the first and the beginning of that followeth? That's why it says, you know, but many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first, because Esau The so-called white man was born first. The Joos issues was born first. Jacob was born second. Jacob is going to take down Esau, okay? And who was the biggest, you know what I'm saying, Israelite? YAHAWASHI, who y'all call Jesus Christ. He's coming to take y'all down in the second coming, okay? That's what this whole thing is about. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac and Jacob, Esau were born of him, and Jacob held first the hill of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that falleth. When you hear somebody say the end of the world, what they're basically saying is the end of Western civilization, man. So it says Esau is the end of the world, so he has to go down. Therefore, Jacob will rule after that, and they will spread all over and fill up all these other earth planes, man. It's going to be great. It is going to happen. We just got to be patient and wait for it. So double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me the truth and call Allah YAHAWASHI.